Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a new build. Just pulled it in. It's a 97 Ford Ranger. Got it pulled in, got the front sitting on jack stands here. Wanted to show it as it sat real quick. Obviously it sat a lot lower than this. Tires are a full droop. Tires are off the ground. Basically we are going to install front fiberglass fenders, bigger tires, which he's on his way to pick up these wheels and tires right now. And then we have a full beam kit going on this. It is a used beam kit. I believe it's factory beams, extended a little bit, turned, extended radius, or I guess radius arms is what they're called on this. I got the side-by-side roll getting into my head. But yeah, so we're gonna be putting these beams on. We have brackets, we have coilovers. I went and picked up some bump stops, some ADS 2.0 2-inch bump stops. But yeah, here it is. Just want to let you guys check it out. He's got Devers on the rear. He's got some Fox smooth bodies with resis, little spare tire, little bolt-in bed cage it looks like. But yeah, we're gonna be kind of updating the front end a little bit, upgrading it. So just do a nice little video, nice little engine cage, and install these beams and fiberglass for him. All right, Wayne went at it and got the stock beams off. So next thing, we're gonna get the rest of the shocks out and we're gonna start cutting the rivets on the spring buckets, and then we're gonna start pulling the fenders and the wheel liners and the front bumper, get all this stuff out of the way. So another thing we are doing to these beams, it is a cut and extended, like kind of modified factory beam. You can see the cast iron beam here, and then they did like a tubing modification. Obviously the radius arms are just full extended custom built, but the beams are kind of half aftermarket, half factory. They're not the best build quality, and the welds are honestly kind of terrifying. See here, they got holes in them. They're really crooked. The plate work looks like it was hand cut out by a very shaky person with plasma cut or whatever. I don't know, but we are grinding out the welds. There's some spots where the penetration wasn't nearly as deep, and we got some nice holes in them. You can see here all the lovely holes that are deep inside those welds. So basically we are grinding it all the way out. We're cutting in this way and we're cutting in this way, so we can get basically to where that edge of that plate originally was, the fresh edge. A lot of these little air holes that we just quite didn't get out, I will burn them out because I'm gonna weld it pretty hot, pretty deep. So I'm gonna put a nice clean weld over top of it just to make sure that these welds are solid. You can see down here, I did already weld the top portion of it. You can see the difference in the welds. It is upside down right now, so it's a little hard to see properly, but you can definitely see a difference. So we did just grind this out. This is the last weld in the front. I'm gonna go ahead and just burn it in, and then we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna start cutting all these out. It's the initial plate work, and then they have even the plate work on top that reaches down all the way to the end. Same here, it's just a overlay sleeve, and then they have the actual plate. So everything front and rear, both overlay plates, front and inside. The radius arms, they look like they were built by somebody else, so we're not going to put the hours into doing all that. Those welds are actually clean. They're not full of holes. You can see it's just a nice uniform weld. So those, honestly, those don't raise concerns to me. I believe these were either purchased or built by someone else. Whoever built these beams, I don't know, it's just not a very good welder. Either the machine or the person. I don't know if it's the prep work. It just looks like it's very uneven plate work. It looks hand cut out. It looks thin. So we're grinding them out. We're re-welding it all. We got the welder running hot. We're gonna get nice and deep and just try to give a little bit of extra reassurance that he's not gonna take this after us, after we install it all in this truck, and it's not gonna just rip apart on him. So we're gonna put a couple extra hours into cleaning these up and just put a little bit more of a peace of mind in it. I did tell him I can't guarantee these beams. I didn't build them, but if they're gonna go through here, at least we can know the welds that we can get to are gonna be solid welds. So, and with how much all this overlaps, honestly, at this point, I think it'll be okay. So that's what we're doing right now. Just gonna keep doing it front, back, and then we gotta get the other beam. We do have the fenders installed. You guys did see that in time lapse. We'll show you more, but we're just in the process, cutting all the cross members. We still have to gut the factory coil buckets, the factory beams, everything are gone. Everything's gone. Bumper's gone. But yeah, then we're gonna finish getting the brake calipers out of the way. We're gonna clean the frame and just keep moving on it. Keep going. Alright, so here we have it. I just ran that bead. See all the way down. I did it in little sections and then I moved and I adjusted. But as you can see, it's a much Much more even, much smoother, deeper penetrated weld. It's just gonna hold a lot better. So now all the way down, all the way around the faceplate and all the way down again. So that entire front is now solid, re-welded by us. Down the shock tab a little bit there too. Those welds were pretty gnarly. We might even go around the Heim, because those you can see are kind of burgered up. There's holes in them, so we might even cut those out, kind of pull the bung out, redo it. But yeah, that's gonna be the faceplate of that one. So that is one done. We're gonna flip it over to the inside, and then we're gonna do the same thing to the other beam. Alright, so today, or well, last night I guess, not today. Last night we drew up some frame plates, some overlay templates for the Ranger project, and so now I'm putting them into the sheet cam and I'm about to go out and cut them. So here's what they look like, see if I can get the glare off. Top one running across full length is the passenger, but the driver, because the gearbox, it has a weird step up, so we went ahead and had to make that one 2 pieces. So there they are. It's got all the little angled slots, so you can do basically some rosette weld grooves in there, just to make sure it has full bite and it's very structural on the frame. And then as well as you weld all the way around the outside of each piece. So that's going to dress it up, and that's going to add a lot of strength and structure to the frame. And then off of that, we'll start building our engine cage, our shock hoops and stuff, which is another reason why we're gonna beef up and reinforce the frame. So I'm gonna run out and get these cut out,